Iran declares total blockade of Strait of Hormuz.
PM urges unified and self-reliant development of railway industry.
Young people revive Nghe and cuisine on social media.
Hello everyone, you are watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps announced on Monday that it has closed the Strait of Hormuz, an important route for global oil shipments. As part of its response to US and Israel military actions, Iran also said it has attacked more than 500 US and Israeli targets over the past 3 days.
The IRGC's announcement stated that any ships that do not comply with the blockade and attempt to enter the Strait of Hormuz will be shot down. The IRGC affirmed that it will continue its protracted war against the enemy until the enemy is defeated. Regarding actual combat operations, Iran claimed that in the past 48 hours it launched more than 700 drones and hundreds of ballistic missiles, attacking more than 500 US and Israeli military targets. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi asserted that Tehran only attacked US military bases in the Middle East as a measure of self-defense, and not targeting neighboring countries. On the US side, the Central Command in the Middle East announced that it had attacked more than 1,250 targets in Iran over the past 2 days, 250 more than on the first day.
France and Germany have officially created a joint nuclear steering group that comes after French President announced plans to strengthen France's nuclear capabilities and work more closely with other European countries to help protect the continent.
In a joint statement, the two countries affirmed that France and Germany have established a high-level nuclear steering group. They also emphasized that this agreement will help supplement, not replace, the nuclear deterrence capabilities of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. The statement also clarified that France and Germany have agreed to take the first concrete steps starting this year, including Germany's participation in French nuclear exercises, joint visits to strategic sites, and the development of conventional defense capabilities with European partners.
On the morning of March 3rd in Hanoi, Prime Minister Phát led the 7th meeting of the Steering Committee for major national railway projects. The meeting was held both in person and online, connecting with cities and provinces where railway projects are underway.
Concluding the meeting, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh emphasized that railway transport plays a leading role on the North-South Economic Corridor, the main East-West transport corridors, and passenger transport in major cities. This is not only a goal to create momentum and strength for promoting socio-economic development in the coming period, but also contributes to boosting GDP growth in 2026 and subsequent years. Therefore, the Prime Minister instructed ministries, agencies, and localities to continue accelerating the review and supplementation of procedures and standards in accordance with the law. Furthermore, it is essential to exercise proper authority during project implementation, ensuring scientific rigor, transparency, and safeguarding national interests with the highest sense of responsibility.
Coming up next are some updated news.
The Japanese market continues to show positive signs for Vietnamese agricultural products. Last year, the export value of fruits and vegetables to this market reached over 6,100 billion Vietnamese dongs, equivalent to $237.8 million United States dollars, an increase of nearly 18%. Chrysanthemums, bananas, and sweet potatoes were the three main products, accounting for nearly 50% of the total export value, bringing in over 111 million United States dollars. Bananas alone grew by over 33%. According to the Customs Department, the compound annual growth rate over the past 5 years has been over 60%. The Vietnam Fruit and Vegetable Association stated that despite setting strict standards on food safety and traceability, Japan remains a market with stable purchasing power, willing to pay high prices for products that meet standards, opening up room to increase the value of Vietnamese agricultural products.
The Department of Overseas Labor under the Ministry of Home Affairs requested enterprises to suspend sending workers to the Middle East until the situation there is brought under control and stabilized. Statistics show that more than 10,000 Vietnamese guest workers are currently employed in the Middle East, mainly in the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. Authorities believe the situation in the Middle East may continue to be complicated. The businesses have been asked to maintain regular contact with foreign employers to get updates on the conflict and ensure the safety and legitimate rights of Vietnamese workers and promptly handle and report any incidents that arise.
Participating for the first time in the International Artificial Intelligence Olympiad, IAIO, 2026 in Ljubljana, Slovenia. The Vietnamese student delegation won 2 silver medals and 1 bronze medal. The 2 silver medals went to students from Hanoi Amsterdam High School for gifted students. The bronze medal went to a student from Newton Secondary School, a 14-year-old. The youngest participant in the delegation. IAIO is an international AI competition for secondary and high school students, bringing together 95 contestants from 24 countries, with in-depth content such as machine learning, advanced algorithms, data processing, and AI ethics. Winning 3 medals in their first time competing internationally is considered a positive sign for the artificial intelligence learning movement among Vietnamese high school students.
Nghệ An cuisine is known for its rich, rustic flavors that reflect the life and culture of local people. Today, in the digital age, many young people are using social media to share and promote the unique dishes of their hometown with a wider audience.
Having built a TikTok channel for over 2 years with content introducing local cuisine, Nguyen Ngoc Thong and Nguyen Quoc Hoi have posted many interesting videos and clips about food and drinks from various regions of Nghệ An.
Mỗi buổi quay như thế bọn mình sẽ mất tầm 4 tiếng chỉ để quay.
Each filming session takes us about 4 hours just to shoot, not counting the time spent contacting our subjects beforehand. Despite filming for 4 hours, the actual usable footage only amounts to about 1 minute and 30 seconds.
With an approachable and sometimes humorous style, these videos quickly capture the online community's attention, garnering hundreds of thousands of followers and interactions on the TikTok platform.
Mình muốn mang tới yếu tố chân thực nhất đối với người xem thì mình sẽ
I want to bring the most authentic elements to the viewers, so I create interactive situations with artisans from certain craft villages. When interacting with them, they share their expertise as well as the history of the dish and the traditional culture there.
Amidst the diverse flow of content on social media, these simple clips about Nghệ An cuisine still make a unique mark thanks to their sincerity and distinct identity.
Initially, I just made TikTok videos for fun, but when I started making clips about Nghệ An's food, culture, and tourism to introduce our specialties, they were very well received. I hope to spread the beauty of my homeland.
The development of digital platforms has opened up opportunities for familiar local dishes to reach the public, even becoming a highlight attracting tourists to experience them.
Watching food videos on social media, I realized that Nghệ An has many delicious dishes. These videos have also inspired many people to visit Nghệ An to explore and experience them.
When young people proactively become cultural ambassadors on social media, each dish is not just a familiar flavor, but also a story about their homeland, about pride and the aspiration to spread the cultural beauty of the land where they were born and raised.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.